Welcome back, folks. We've got another update here which I wanted to show you. The Euro Cup group stages being drawn today. So we're going to view the draw. We're one of 12 teams that have been added as seeded second for the draw, meaning there'll be a better team than us and two worse teams than us in our groups of four. So we can go through and do an automatic draw and let it go through and do its thing. Cup draws are always very exciting things. Ajax, Tottenham. I think the rules are that clubs from the same country don't meet up, so we won't end up against Tottenham. So out of these teams, I'd probably most like to meet Shakhtar, Dnipro, Rubin, Gelsenkirchen to a lesser extent. We'll be one of these. Which will we be? I'm glad we avoided Olympic Marseille, that'd be tricky. And Dortmund we don't want either, actually. Perfect. Excellent. We're playing against the Ukrainian team, who I think we should be able to beat fairly easily. We'll stop the automatic draw and click through draw all teams, and we can have a look here and see that in our group we've got Fenerbahce, who are a good team, and Rosenborg, who are also a reasonable team. So we're in a good league, we're in a good group. They could have been much worse. Shakhtar Fiorentina wouldn't have been flash. Southampton will have some trouble there, I'd imagine. What's Tottenham's group like? They've ended up with Bruges, Guimarães and Groningen. That's pretty good. Groningen, yeah. That's a pretty good group for them, though I'd expect them to come through quite handily. So we're likely to... the top two teams go through from any group, so I think we're quite safe to go through. The way that it works is that the top teams go through and play the bottom teams from the opposite group. So when Villarreal come through, they'll play, if I know my alphabet correctly, they'll play Lazio if this was how the groups were to finish, whereas Olympic Marseille would play Apoel. That's a good draw for us, we're happy with that. And I don't think there's anything else terrifically important to report so far. There were a couple of things actually. There was an update on Jose's leaving a long time back. It doesn't matter. Oh, there he goes. Jose set to sign for AC Milan. So they're paying that amount of money, but we're also paying out solidarity contributions to teams that had owned him in the past. So we're paying 3% to Levante, 0.5% to Valencia, 0.5% to Villarreal, and 1% to Newcastle. I'm not sure how those percentages are worked out. I believe it's to do with the duration that the player spent there, something like that. And that will be all for the moment. We've been apparently handed an easy group. I'd agree with that. Some information about England that we're not too interested in, and because we've made it through the groups into the group stage, we've had a lot of games rearranged for us. So games will be pushed from Saturday to Sunday, and all of these games have been moved to Sunday to accommodate us only having having a game on Thursday, and then in theory only having one day before a Saturday game. So all of our games get pushed to Sundays. Should help us a little. That was all for the time being. I will be back soon.